Hello, Cobra Kai fans. How is it going? I'm so sorry for the delay. Had a few technical issues, and I don't know what was going on, if I'm honest. I don't know if it's something to do with New Year's. I was trying to sort it out for so long, so I really apologize for the delay, and hope you've all had a really great New Year's Eve so far. This will be my last stream of the year, so it's sad to think 2024, like, I don't know if a lot of other fans will realize this, but with just Cobra Kai, we've just had the last full year of the show in this era, and next year we're only going to have it for the first like quarter of 2025. And you got Karate Kid Legends coming out, but we know that's not going to be so connected to Cobra Kai, even though it's canon. So wow, what a year it's been. And it's been so crazy just reflecting on everything, good, bad, like everything. And like yin and yang, you know, balance. Literally, where there's something, there'll be something to equal it. And that's some deep stuff. But yeah, thank you all for patiently waiting. If you're still here, I'm really sorry for the delay, as I said. I see a bunch of regulars. Hope you're all doing well. What's up, Finn? Great to see you, bro. Preston, Angel, Tank, Braden, Fabian, Cobra Kai Edits, Dareen. Sorry if I said that wrong. Stroke. What's going on, Andrew? Sam, what's going on, bro? Hope you're well. Connor, I appreciate you saying that. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Fabian, Abdul, Nico. I mean, I could say hello all day. Don't worry, we had a good waffle. Well, I'm glad you did, Brian. Dominic, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year to everybody. I don't think everyone is in 2025 just yet. I mean, I have an hour and 41 until, or an hour and 40 now, till 2025 actually commences. And if it already is 2025 for you, then Happy New Year. Regardless, Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you all feel that 2024 is a great year for you. I know everybody has a very different year every year, and not everyone's going to have the best year or the worst year. You know, you might have just had a normal year. But for everybody, you know, I hope you all had a great year and had loads of great moments, loads of great memories. You worked on goals that you wanted to achieve. You know, there's so many things. So yeah, I really hope you guys feel fulfilled with 2024, and that's not even including Cobra Kai. But if we include Cobra Kai, I hope this has been like the best final year for you guys. You know, for embracing the show, the final stretch of this era with Cobra Kai, and just I hope I've been able to embrace that, you know, with the content and everything I do on the channel. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm doing this for me, but I'm also doing this for you guys. You're my audience. I love you guys, and I always value the support. And it's sad. It's just that the show is ending in 2025. But wow, I'm just so honored to be part of this fandom and embrace it with you all. Mega Cloud, Happy New Year. I know in Australia it's New Year's, or it's like close to like the following day. So Happy New Year. I appreciate that, Nico, and I'm really sorry. I know you said you're about to go to sleep, but hey man, go to sleep. if you really want. Just don't stay up like watching this. Like if you want to sleep, go to sleep. Well, I appreciate you being here. Season 3 is 4 years old tomorrow. Miss them days. Oh my god, that's so like. That's well. To be fair, season 4 will be 4 years old at the end of 2025, right? But yeah, in 2025, it's turning 4 years old. You know what's like even more eerie? Like literally January 2025, it would be 5 years since 5 years since that COVID era happened. And then also that wait for like season 3. I mean, that was insane. And I started my channel in that year, so it's just so crazy. Philomena, happy new year. I'm so glad to have you here. Cobra Kai world, yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? What's going on, Eclipse? Great to see you again. Kevin, thank you for saying that. I mean, to be called a legend, that's a very big deal, so I appreciate that. It's not like I know that word gets you overused a lot, but I really appreciate you calling me that. Stefan, sup, happy new year. Happy new year to you as well, Stefan. Yeah, what time is it for everybody? I know so many people from different parts. So Palm FN, happy new year's. Happy new year to you. No, wait. May 2025, the show will be 7 years old. So yeah, it'll be 7 years old, which is so crazy when you think about it. It'll be 8 years old in 2026. That's just so crazy to know. The show's been around for so long. It's honestly crazy. Yeah, 7 years. I'm still trying to get over that. That's so crazy. You have any Cobra Kai merch, CKN? Are you talking about like new merch from season 6 that I bought, or do you mean like channel merch? Because I am not entirely sure what you're talking about. But if you're talking about any new merch, you see the t-shirt, West End Warriors. If you're wondering where I got this, I got it from Amazon. They have loads of new Sekai Tekai merch. I know my overlay, you probably can't really see it, but look how nice that looks. And speaking of yin and yang, that logo is actually so underrated. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. Yeah, I can already hear some fireworks here, and I'm not in London. But like people locally will obviously be doing all of that. Wow, I can see I'm just reading all the different times you guys are saying. Yeah, Philomena, it's already New Year's for you, which is crazy. And then 3:20. Yeah, I mean, for people that are in the States, I know I'm aware of the time zones, and all that stuff. So yeah, I've got all of that in my mind already. But like every other time zone, I mean, I'm so used to like the American ones now, but like yeah, every other one not so much. Yeah, on the 1st of January, it will be 4 years since season. Wait. Yeah, I'm not going crazy. It will be 4 years Damn, 4 years? That's crazy. I still remember. I still remember that like it was yesterday. I still remember the excitement I had when the official trailer dropped for season 3. You guys remember that? It was on 9th of December, 2020. I know, I'm such a nerd. I remember that date. I remember running upstairs, just like, I gotta watch this trailer right now, react to it. And I was just so in awe. That's like, so it's like a throwback now, because remember when like we didn't see certain characters return in season 2? I remember reacting to just seeing Kyler back. And then obviously, you know, we saw Robbie's new like look, and he was on the run, and then the stuff with Hawk beating up Brooks, but we didn't know that was Brooks. We all assumed it was Kyler. Kyler was in Cobra Kai. I remember even saying that and going crazy. There were so many great moments in that season 3 trailer. Like, I think my friend Jacob, the Chosen One, another YouTuber, if you don't know him already, he was saying this a while ago, that I think he said that the vibes and just like the way they made that trailer and the hype for it was probably the best. The thing is, though, I don't know if he would still agree with that now, because season 6's trailers have come out since then, and season 5, but like, yeah, that era was just next level. And again, that was right before the, you know, yeah, just like COVID was already a thing for nearly a year at that point, but like, it was a time where Cobra Kai really got to thrive. So yes, that is the release date for Cobra Kai season 1. And also, May is going to be a very interesting month for that, and you know, all the other stuff. So the That Karate Kid Legends is coming out in that month, and it's got a lot of competition. It's going to be interesting. I appreciate you saying that. I really like it. I really wish the West End, because I'm biased when I say this. I'm English. I really wish that we got more from the West End Warriors, or at least a theme. I really wish we got that, because I just feel like having that British presence in the tournament would have been so funny. I feel that if it was set in London, then perhaps the Sekai Tokai would have had more of a, like, you would have seen a lot more from the West Ham Warriors, just like Furia de Pantera in Barcelona. So yeah. Oh my god, you know what? This is what I don't understand. They've dropped merch for like all the different dojos, or like the other ones that we've seen in the show, but I've not seen one bit of official merch for Iron Dragons. I don't know why. And Sony and Netflix especially know like the hype for this new dojo, how fans have received it, you know, so well received. I don't understand why the Iron Dragons haven't got any merch. It's just such a cool dojo, and the logo, the dragon, and it just looks badass. I don't know why we haven't seen that. I made my channel in 2020. I wish I'd made my channel earlier. Because I first started YouTube in May 2019, a year after season 1 aired. So my channel started just as pop culture. I wanted to talk about all the things I like, including Cobra Kai. But I then wanted to focus on Cobra Kai 'cause I loved it that much. So yeah. Um it's such a crazy 4 years. Oh wow, you're in Dubai. Wow, that's insane. That's awesome. Have you got any big plans over there for New Year's? Let me rephrase. Cobra Kai starts with Johnny and it ends with Johnny and Bert. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. I mean, I'm just gonna say this: Bert is gonna win the Sakai Takai. I honestly think that. Um, are you and Sholo like OGs now? I'm really confused. What do you mean, me and Sholo? Do you mean? I mean, I'm not an actor in the show. I don't know if you're mixing me up with him or I don't know. I'm great. Cobra Kai edits. You mind clarifying what you mean? Because I don't know what you mean. Appreciate that, Jacob. I see you. You know what? Massive shout out to you. I always see you commenting this. So much love from you, so I appreciate that. Ooh, this could be something I could talk about in a video, but I don't think at this point he will, unless they cut out the storyline and they try to keep it a surprise where he returns. But I don't know how he's going to fit in there. I think if he does return, it would be like he just wanted to go and visit Miguel because of his bag. Because I think Miguel must have left his bag there. If they actually confirm that, but I still don't know. Yeah, I'm based in the UK. Oh, how do I predict episode 11 will start? I can imagine, you know, the way season 3 started, where I mean, I absolutely loved it. I got chills when you see Miguel, like, you know, fighting in wearing his Cobra Kai gi and he's like in his coma, and then it switches to like the TV where they talk about the school fight and, you know, all the craziness, like the broadcast that they're talking about. I would like part 3 to start with perhaps they show footage from the Sekai Takai, another angle we didn't see, and just like the moment when Gunther said cut the feed and they go, this happened like earlier this week, or they kind of make it clear it may be like a few days after the tournament, in that moment with what happened with Kwon, they can just talk about it in the news broadcast. I can imagine the guys in the valley are all there watching the TV in the LaRussos, and like they're just talking about what are they going to do now, because this tournament had so much, stakes were so high, but because of Kwon's untimely and most shocking death, like it's going to shake up everybody. I think people are going to be half and half on, do they want this tournament to continue? Is there a way they can get it back? There's going to be so many mixed reactions. So I'm really curious how we will see that. But yeah. That's a very interesting question. I could be wrong. It could be a completely different way. I do imagine Daniel and Amanda talking about what just happened, and I imagine Amanda's like, I can't believe this all went to shit like that, and then like how maybe she'll say that to Daniel, when you said this was your karate swan song, the last thing I expected was this. You know, I can see then Daniel going, maybe he regrets just participating in this. So yeah, it could just be one of those things. Just seeing if I missed any questions. Do you know what? I really appreciate you saying that, Nico, because I actually spoke to, I think this was after season 5 had come out, when we knew there was going to be a global tournament with the world tournament, and it was all confirmed. Me and Cobra Kai Kid on a Way of the Fist stream, we talked about this. we were saying like, imagine if like, well, I think someone commented it in our stream, but we were talking about it. Imagine like if we could basically like ESPN, right? You know, like reporters, and like we're reporting on the Sekai Takai, and like we're like, you know, talking about all the highlights and different things, and maybe like the profiles about certain competitors. You know, it would have been an absolute honor to be involved in that. To even be considered for that would have been amazing. But I think the whole situation, Netflix just didn't want to go about it that way, unless they just never thought of the idea. I mean, now I feel like I wish I'd been able to have that idea. So it would have been one of those things. But yeah, I guess it's just how it is. But that would have been really cool to be a part of. But yeah, it would have been awesome if Netflix had done that. I'm honestly imagining so many of those like as part 3 drops. So there's going to be some really sad ones, because obviously there's limited footage. So I mean, from part 3 we haven't got it out yet. So once part 3 is out, I feel like so many people will make edits from like the start to the beginning. That's going to be sad for sure. Yeah, I think a lot of people were speculating when they heard that. I think it was crazy to hear that too. So I'm very curious what that's going to mean for part 3, but we will see. Are we getting marketing done for part 3 in January? Was then announced trailer, or we got trailer comes out? No. We're going to get something in January because what we got was the date announcement trailer. It didn't give us a lot with part 3, gave us a tiny snippet. The main point of it was to confirm February for part 3, though. And I was saying this on the channel with other videos that it was very likely we'll get a date announcement trailer, or you want to call it the teaser trailer, to confirm that, and then part 3 in January, right before 3 weeks out from release date, we get the official trailer, because we haven't got the official trailer still, and that's very likely the last trailer we get with part 3, unless we get like promos for some of the characters for the Sekai Takai. I mean, it would be so cool if we could get more promos from the cast, which were similar to the part 1 promo trailers. But imagine that, but they're wearing like their gis, and they're wearing like the headbands, and like, you know, the newer characters have promo trailers. I would really hope we get to see that. But yeah, we'll see what they do. Hector crashes Johnny and Carmen's wedding. I think that is very possible if they bring him back like that. I like that idea. I think it would be shocking, but again, he might be there, but he might not try and like ruin it. He might actually just be there to talk to Carmen. That would be kind of surprising though. So we'll see. You know, Johnny's gonna not even talk to him. He's gonna just go right up to him, fight him. Yes, I actually hope before Karate Kid Legends releases, or it could even be like that literal first week of May, they release a box set for all Cobra Kai, because it will be the 7-year anniversary. Perfect time to get that out there to the public, for fans, for consumers, and have that as part of this run up to the Karate Kid Legends film. I think that would be cool, because you know, a lot of people will be thinking about Cobra Kai the moment they think of Karate Kid Legends. So yeah. And we need a 4K release. We really do, because we still haven't got Blu-rays for. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think all of them have Blu-rays yet. You know, and I think with season 6, they're always going to release that in full. They're not going to do part 1 DVD and part 2 and part 3. They'll just have all 15 episodes on one disc. But I really hope we get 4K release, and I want it to be like a really cool like design, which I'm sure it will be. Um, Happy New Year, bro. Wait, where's that comment? Thank you so much, Prince is live. Happy New Year to you as well. Love the profile picture. Really cool. Wait, really? Netflix does have the 4K option, but it looks so nice. So nice. Why? I'm so confused by that statement. Ooh, do I think Axel will be disloyal to Wolfers to some extent? If they go the route I'm thinking, imagine Axel is just so annoyed with Wolf, like he doesn't want to listen to him, similar to what Ivan Drago did to that Russian coach of his, or that like leader, where he was like, I think like Drago like lifts him up and throws him. And then he says, he gets like really angry. I can't imagine Axel doing that. If he did that to Silver, though, that would be even more crazy. But yeah, we'll see. Well, the creators have made this clear over the last year or so, but they are working on something. John Hurwitz said that quite recently as well. I actually do have a video coming out about that and all the potential endings and how that could lead to a spin-off. The whole Miyagi prequel, because they've planted the eggs in season 6 with Miyagi's Dark Past. Even though we'll probably get that finalized, we will still need to see like a bigger exploration of Miyagi's past, especially if Daniel doesn't know all the parts about it. He only knows like certain things, but gives him closure. So it's just one of those things. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at questions that I may have missed. Yoon and Moon. Well, Moon is definitely in part 3. We saw that in the date announcement trailer. That bit of footage we got with Hawk, Dimitri, and Moon. And I think Yoon and the Korean Cobras will definitely see all that stuff. But I don't know what's going on with them. And you guys probably heard Brandon H. Lee plays Kwon, said on Lone Lobos that he didn't actually know what was happening in part 3. So he can go and enjoy it as a fan. So that's interesting. Do I think Yoon will join Miyagi though? I don't. Here's the thing: if we're talking about all the Korean Cobras, he probably has the most like chances of joining Miyagi though, because of what he's shown. He's not really a bad guy. He's a loyal soldier to his dojo, but I think like he's different. I mean, he fits Miyagi do better than Cobra Kai with the way he is. It's just that he's been part of Master Kim's dojo, Kim Daeun's dojo, since he was very young, and his family runs traditions. I mean, it's a tradition, it's run through generations, and he's like the next in line in that. So yeah, I mean, based on what's going on, I don't think he's gonna join but it would be cool to see him part of that, if you know what I mean. Karate Kid is the new Star Wars. I mean, there's so many comparisons to Star Wars, and there's a few references to it, and yeah, there's some very big similarities with it. But Karate Kid and Star Wars, two different things still. Shamoon, do you support a football team? And if so, which? Yes, I support Chelsea. You know, it's funny. I don't think people realize that Terry was talking to his media team. He was not talking about, you know, the Russian team for Tiger Strike, unless in part 3 we find out that he did something in order for them to get in trouble. But the thing is, why would he want to help Cobra Kai get back in it? He wouldn't want to. They're out of commission at this point because Miyagi didn't knock them out. And it even surprised Silver when he saw that Cobra Kai were going to be in the latter stages of the tournament. And he even said it. It's a shame, you know, well, he wants to embarrass Miyagi there around the world, but it's a shame they couldn't do it with Cobra Kai because of what happened. So it disproves this theory that he did this to get them back in. Because why would he say that and then want them to be like it doesn't make sense. Why would Silver want Cobra Kai to be back in it? Unless he really wants to humiliate them. But they already did get humiliated, but he's going to be focused on Miyagi. So yeah. Is that from John Hurwitz's Q&A or like a previous tweet? Because I mean, Robert Mark Kamen is essentially like an advisor to the big three when it comes to like the Miyagi-verse. They always go to him, I believe, to talk about this. The Miyagi stuff in particular, though, I think he will be heavily involved in that. I won't be surprised if Robert Mark Kamen was even if the big three 100% are making that show. Don't be surprised if Robert Mark Kamen is like a big part of that as well. I mean, we call it the big three. It might be the big four now. But the thing is, I think that Robert Mark Kamen will be brought back in a bigger capacity because he made Mr. Miyagi. He made that character. So it would be great to see him more involved and officially as well. Because obviously the big three are the ones that make the show. King Cobra, what's going on? Do I think Mr. Han will be in part 3? So many people think that we're going to see like a post-credit scene with Jackie. I honestly don't know. I honestly have no idea. I don't think it would make sense. And I know people are saying because of the events that we might see that, but I don't think we need to have him in the film to then explain that. But yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Stefan or Steven, thank you so much for the super chat. Imagine a Cobra Kai open world game. Wow, that'd be epic. You know what? As the show is ending next year, I really hope that there's been discussions on continuing the Miyagi verse and having a canon game where we could see more development on the characters after the events of Cobra Kai series. I mean, we could even have a game in between Cobra Kai and Karate Kid Legends because there's a 3-year gap. As Karate Kid Legends is set 3 years after the show's finale. So yeah, I think that might be a massive thing that they could do a game about. But like, it's the principle, an open world game. If we're gonna see a game, they could even go the route where we get a game on characters like maybe we'll see a game on. I'm just trying to think. Like the Binary Brothers, if they are going to college, I wouldn't mind seeing like a fun game with those two, and they develop them more. And I think it fits their characters really well. But then they could have other characters appear, and then it just shows you where else the story is going. But if they do a game, the big three have to be creatively involved. There's no way you can do this game if it's canon without them. So yeah, I mean that's a great thing though. I'd love to see games, especially if it's quite a wait until the Miyagi show, if that's 100% happening. Imagine we have games in between that. That would be so cool. Oh, if they do that, then it might not be canon, unless they take the Force Unleashed, the Star Wars route with Star Killer. If they do something like that, and then they make, because they still haven't made it clear if that's canon or not, right? If they go that route, that would be really cool. But again, they'd have to make sure that's working all right. You know, I was saying to you, Finn, it looks badass, the one you got. I will either buy it off there or get it made, but it looks so cool, dude. Imagine me getting a game on Dimitri at MIT. Oh man. Yeah, we got an hour and 6 minutes until New Year's. I'm gonna end this stream in a few minutes. So last roundup of questions. Have you guys got anything you want to ask? And I just want to say before we get to any questions that, this upcoming next 2 months with the show, there's gonna be so much content I haven't posted that I should have a while ago. There's things that I will be posting for part 3, the regular videos, lots and lots of interviews. I'll try as much to stream as well, because it's literally only a few months away until that era of the show is over. I have so many things that I want to release in terms of content, and there's like vlogs I still haven't posted that I want to post. And yeah, Finn, this or that videos are also part of that. I mean, there's so many this or that videos. So we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But in the meantime, as I get to your questions, if there's any type of content you want to see, or videos that you've heard I haven't posted in a while, or just whatever it is, like, please let me know in the comments. And I'll then have an idea, and I'll write a list down on what I can like try and get out sooner for you guys, because I really want to make this, the most fun and exciting last few months until like the show's ending. But yeah, and the thing is, there's so much work that the actors on the show are doing next year. There's going to be new shows, so I want to cover that on the channel. And for people that have been asking me what am I doing after the show ends, I'll be announcing that once part 3 is out. And probably I would expect to be making an announcement before Karate Kid Legends, because I know you guys are going to be asking me like, what's going on? What's going on? So yeah, I will let you know properly. And yeah, I'm trying my best to like get everybody on with interviews, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've got a lot. I've got a lot. So I just want to enjoy it. as much as you guys want to enjoy this final stretch. So, Terrence Matthews, thank you so much for the super chat. Do you think Kwon should have been more of a challenge for Robbie in episode 9? Kwon was like making it so difficult for Robbie. So I think that the fact he got beaten in the way he did, like, I know some people might think he got beaten too easily, but I don't think he did. I think Robbie showed why, being truly balanced is will always prevail with stuff like that. So yeah. And I also just want to remind people that Kwon was a character that is so OP, but he's not invincible. And Robbie knows Cobra Kai, how to get into your head. He knows the Cobra Kai mentality. And that's what Brandon and even Tanner discussed, as Brandon told me, because they showed the weakness of Kwon in that fight. It's like the more angry you make him, the more he's going to be thrown off. And Robbie's just so in control in that fight. So yeah. I would love to see that. I would honestly love to see that. I think the Iron Dragons have their own potential for a spin-off. I really do. Strike First champion. We don't see Amanda LaRusso and Karate Legends. Do you think her and Daniel get divorced, or potentially does? No, I don't think they're definitely not killing her off. Well, people were saying that Daniel's wedding ring can be seen in that Karate Kid Legends trailer. So they're still married, at least from what we understand. And if anything, I think if there's one character that could appear from Cobra Kai, I think Amanda. I honestly feel like Amanda. I can imagine her having an interaction with Mr. Han and sort of like being confused or saying something witty as she would. So that'd be interesting. But yeah, I just want to say before I end the stream, Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you all had a great 2024. 2025 is only an hour away for me. And again, I just want to say thank you for all the support this year. It's been truly phenomenal. You know what? Before we end the stream, there's actually something I didn't share with you guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So, this is something I'm going to do in a separate video, but I just wanted to celebrate this with you guys. I received this 2 weeks ago. My letter from YouTube about earning 100,000 subscribers. And the award is right here. You guys see that? It's like very shiny, but yeah, that is the play button for 100k subs. Smells so nice. It's like you get such a whip, but this would have not been possible without all the support, all of you guys for always liking videos, commenting, sharing, being consistent with that support and pushing me to do better. And other creators, other friends, those are people who have supported me. And yeah, I was gonna do this in a video, but I wanted to quickly show you guys now. Because the moment I received this like in the mail, I was like, I got so teary because I think of everything I've done with this channel and so many sacrifices that you guys will never know about because I've gone through so much to even before I started YouTube. It's like everything was coming to this, and I could not be any more proud. And for it to be because of my passion for Cobra Kai, it just makes me like so happy. So thank you all of you for you contributing to this, because as much as this is for me, this is yours as well. So I want to say massive thank you to you all. But yeah, I wanted to quickly show you guys that. And then, like I said, start the year positive. I'm going to do a video on that. Yeah, it's been surreal. So thank you all for tuning in. Again, if you are new to the channel, you know what to do. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Hope you all have a great New Year's. Take care. I'll see you in 2025. And until then, there's only one thing I'm going to leave you on, which is this.
Cobra Kai never dies.
Bruh.
Maybe this.
Got it. Okay, let's go number 2.
Oh, actually, no. This is how we're going to end the stream. The last stream for 2024 here on the channel. Here you go.